So we're live.
Hi.
And we're back after yesterday. Hi everybody, hi Next Earthians. So it seems like that we won't be keeping that weekly announcement thing.
They're just too eager.
This is crypto. It is going to be daily. Seems like right now.
This is what happens. We wanted weeks and now it's days.
And today's live announcement is because we've seen the reaction on Twitter regarding the staking infos and the staking itself.
Lots of
And
questions.
we decided that this is something that we have to work on pretty fast. You can see the wall here behind us. It was different yesterday because yesterday it was NXTT tokens, and today it is all about staking. So today's agenda will be mainly built about staking, but I'm also going to talk a little bit about the KYC part. Also talk about the tiers, the choosing of the tiers. Then the staking is going to come, and then at the end I'm going to tell everybody, and I'm going to advise everybody not to leave the token commitment, the committing of Matic to the last second, because you never know what's going to happen. Okay, so first of all, KYC. I want to repeat myself after yesterday that from today on, and it is live already. Is it live already? I've been on meetings all day with other locations, etc. I don't actually know that, but
I think it's live.
It's live. Okay,
I think
cool.
It's live. I don't know. I also have been in meetings all day. Basically,
Okay.
this is.
So guys, Noix and the others, if you can just tell it to the others, or just give us some hints in the chat if it's live or not. But probably it is, and the KYC will be part of the commitment. If it's live. We got the feedback. It's live. Cool. Okay.
Right.
I've seen that yesterday.
And I've got one which is like this. Not as cool as yours.
Yes. Okay. So back to the whole thing, so that we get through short and effectively. So the KYC is live. So if you're in pending status, your KYC is in pending status, then from there on, you are free to commit Matic. So you can take part in the pre-sale, no matter if the KYC runs through until tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central European time, right? So if you start your KYC and it gets into pending status, you can take part in the pre-sale of the Next Earth token. That is very important. Keep that in mind, and you will have 30 days, so until the 27th of February, to finish and finalize your KYC to get verified fully. That is the KYC part.
Yeah.
Regarding the tiers, many questions came regarding the tiers, and we didn't really have the time. We didn't really have the option to change the tier choosing. So that means that if you set your tiers, in which tiers you want to participate in, that will be the final one, no matter how many times you commit. You cannot change on that. So my advice, no financial advice, but my advice is that you choose all of the tiers, so you can commit and get as many Next Earth tokens as possible on these prices.
The way I would phrase it is, maybe if you want to make sure that you can actually buy all the NXTT that you want with your commitment, then make sure that you choose all of those tiers. And you probably have received already an email that explains you this. But if you have tickets, let's say you have 500 tickets and you're in tier 3, that actually means that you have 500 tickets in tier 3 and another 500 tickets in tier 4 and another 500 tickets in tier 5. So you're basically getting 3 times as many chance than if you were just buying from one tier.
This is why you have to kind of try to level up as much as you can, because then you get from all of those pools possible. And that is very important in terms of the end numbers.
Yeah.
Regarding staking, I would love to talk about the staking, but I think I'll hand over the word to David, because I would pretty much mess up. Yeah, I understand it, and it's just awesome. It's just amazing. but you have to tell this to the guys
Okay,
because
that's
you're
fine.
the pro.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I think ever since we published the latest version of the white paper, probably every second question that I got was, "Hey guys, when we can start staking and how will it work?" And my answer has always been, "Please bear with us. We need to work it out because there are a lot of moving parts, and we need to make sure that this works well." Now that changes today. We're gonna give you a few ideas. We still have a lot of work to do. So there's still a lot of things that I can give you specifics on, but I want to give you the picture of how staking will work. So as you already know, the land you own, especially tiles that you own in your land, will generate units passively, automatically. Every month there's going to be a certain amount of units, it's going to be generated, and you're going to be able to use those units to create a staking wallet. I want to stop there for a minute and say that we are going to create the decentralized reward pool that is going to manage how staking wallets work. And our goal is to make sure that if you have a certain amount of tiles, if you have bought land for a certain amount, then you will basically always have enough units to generate a staking wallet. Okay, so there is going to be a minimum limit where we're going to say the amount of units generated by the number of ties is going to be enough if you have spent a specific amount on buying land. We cannot give you the exact number right now because it's just too early. We still do like the big math simulation behind it, but that's how it will work. And after that, what's going to happen is that you create the staking wallet, and then you can stake a specific amount of NXTT on it. Now, our goal, and again, we're still working on a lot of things, but our goal is to be able to give you a 5 to 10% return on your staked NXTT every single month.
That's a 60 to 120% API, right?
That is right.
Or if you calculate it the other way, it's even more.
Yeah, that is correct. So we want to give you a staking opportunity that I think will blow a lot of other staking opportunities out the water. That's what I want to do, right? That's what we want to do. Now, where is the return going to come from? It's going to come from, as you can see right behind me, it's called service providers. So we've been talking about service providers for a long time. We're going to be great. We're going to be onboarding a lot of service providers onto NextEarth. They're going to provide services. They're going to generate revenue. And NextEarth as a community is going to tax that revenue. And that tax is going directly into the reward pool. Now, the interesting thing is, and this is where I get really excited, we haven't really told you anything about those service providers. So I really want to just give you a few hints, because in the last couple of months, we have started talking to a bunch of people, and we are in really late last minute negotiations with onboarding, probably in the next couple of weeks or months, onboarding real estate agencies, marketing agencies. And I'm not talking about, boutique small businesses. We're talking with cloud mining companies, education companies, crypto analyst companies, gaming companies. And
I think that's enough. I'm sorry, but this is the part that I didn't want to talk until the token launch. It's important for the staking, so you can imagine what's going to happen. But I think I will keep those kind of announcements for myself later on when we have some more precise things.
The point is, we have loads of companies lined up, and I think we get incoming requests for companies to join the NextEarth metaverse, probably one a day. It's incredibly crazy. So I'm gonna stop talking now.
Today's announcement, we wanted to bring on as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And we want to finish it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just say a few things, just summing up the whole thing, is that one of the most important things is to be part of this ecosystem, take your stance, and the best opportunity even though the market is red, obviously now it's in plus 20% or whatever, by the way. But even though the market is red, this is the best time to launch the NXTT. And this is the best time to take part in the NXTT and Nexters ecosystem. And you can see that there will be plenty of utility, but one thing that you can do in the next 24 hours, not even 24, 23 hours? What time is it even? So 22 and a half hours is don't wait for the last second. I know we did this in Matic. We talked about why we will be doing this in stablecoin next time.
But, definitely.
But you never know where the IT goes through. Polygon congestion could happen. Don't leave the commitment to the last second because you never know what's gonna happen, right? So try to commit as fast as possible so that everything gets through and you don't risk missing out the pre-sale part. That's very important.
There's also one thing I wanted to talk about, and that's about the airdrop. A lot of people have been asking about the airdrop as well.
Totally forgot that, yeah.
So a lot of people have been asking about the airdrop and how that will happen. And I just wanted to make it incredibly clear, right? So within those 5 tiers, it can happen that there are unclaimed tokens, right? If one of the tiers doesn't fully sell out or multiple tiers don't fully sell out, they will all go into what's called unclaimed tokens. And now what we will look at is the amount of Matic you committed to buying NXTT. And let's say you committed $10,000 worth of Matic, but you were only able to buy for $2,000. And then there is like a surplus of $8,000. Now, first of all, you will get that Matic back. But what's more important is that we will look at the total amount of Matic that was a surplus. We will look at the percentage that you contributed to that surplus. So if you contributed $8,000 more, and then there was, I don't know, $800,000 more, then basically you committed 1% of that extra surplus commitment. So we're going to take all the unclaimed tokens from every single tier. We just basically pull them in together and take 1% and give it to you. Okay, so the percentage of your extra Matic contribution will determine the amount of tokens you can get if an airdrop happens. We cannot say, we cannot tell, because we don't know either, right? We will only know tomorrow at 2 p.m. if there are unclaimed tokens. But if there are, you basically still have, and you're counting on airdrops happening based on your prognosis, your strategy, whatnot, then the way you can make sure that if there is an airdrop, you get your cut
out of it.
Just go for the maximum amount, and that's how you can reserve your spot, basically. So I just wanted to make that clear because a lot of people were asking about that.
Yeah. So what we talked about today, KYC, if it's pending status, you're in. Do it as fast as possible so you don't stay out. Go to all tiers possible if it's your first commitment. If it's not, you cannot change the tiers. We're sorry about that. We just didn't have the time to also add that afterwards. Staking, I think the most important part, you told the structure, how much the units will matter in the staking
and
itself.
How much the amount of ties and your actual, like how much land you have bought is going to matter.
It's going to be between 5 to 10%.
Yeah,
monthly.
That's what we're aiming for, 5 to 10% per month.
There will be plenty of service providers coming on board. Maybe we already discussed a little bit more than we wanted to. And
I hope I didn't violate any NDAs.
No, and no NDAs. You didn't say any names. I'm really happy about that. And,
I was this close.
And my most important point, don't leave the commitment to the last seconds or last hours. Do it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I think that's all for today.
And if you want to make sure that you reserve your spot for the airdrop, you just go for the maximum amount.
For the maximum, yes.
Yeah.
I think those are the points. I asked you if we want to do any type of AMA here. I don't think we're inside quarter an hour. I think that's a record.
That is a record.
We could keep ourselves to that, and then it's not going to be a whole evening project with AMA. So we're going to continue an AMA regarding this.
on
on
Discord.
Discord. So you guys just jump over to Discord, and then we can carry on. We'll see who is going to be in the AMA. I'm not sure I will be available in the upcoming 1 hour. In the next 1 hour, I may have a meeting or so, but we'll see. And thank you very much, guys, for attending today's announcement. And thanks, David, for the staking part. It saved me.
It's
I didn't want to go into
probably the fastest economic model I've put together in my life. Like, this is like the entire community was putting a gun to my head, and I'm like, you know what? If people put a gun to your head, you're just
yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna take a short break, 11 minutes ish, and Central European time. Like 4:30 p.m.
Cool.
I'm definitely gonna be going on to Discord and start answering questions in the announcement AMA channel. Just a bit of housekeeping. There are a lot of channels. A lot of people were asking a lot of questions in a lot of channels. So I'm going to be focusing on the announcement AMA channel. So please go there and ask your questions.
I wanted to test one more thing. It was always on my mind. I've seen these key opinion leaders and these YouTuber guys, influencers, always saying, push that like button. And I always wanted to try that because, and I think this is the opportunity, because we're around 150, 155 viewers at a time. And this was somewhere that we were yesterday, around the same amount. So we'll see how many likes are on that video. And now I would like to ask everybody to push that like button. Is the like button
I have
around
no
here?
idea. No, this is like a completely different.
Oh wait, it's like turned around, right?
Yeah,
here,
but
push the like button.
The thing is,
push the like button.
There's one thing though. You're not a YouTube influencer. You're running a crypto project.
So you have to say it.
The call to action you should be saying is buy NXTT.
Actually, yes. And buy land, because those are going to give you units with which you can do your non-custodial staking wallets, and then get your probably 5 to 10% per month. That is our aim. But we can promise nothing. But we have service providers coming on board, which you already know more than what we want you to know.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
See you guys on Discord.
10 minutes.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Bye-bye.